Why is there a waiting list for a watch that costs more than a car? Why do people beg to buy it even when they have the money? And how did Rolex turn a simple timepiece into one of the most powerful luxury symbols on Earth? This is the story of how Rolex became the king of watches. Rolex wasn't always a luxury giant. In 1905, a young entrepreneur named Hans Wilsdorf started a small watch company in London. His goal was simple: make wristwatches accurate. At that time, wristwatches were not respected. People preferred pocket watches. But Hans believed wristwatches were the future. He focused on precision and branding, two things that would change everything. In 1926, Rolex introduced the Oyster, the world's first waterproof wristwatch. To prove it worked, Rolex gave the watch to swimmer Mercedes Gleitz, who wore it while swimming across the English Channel. The watch survived. The next day, Rolex placed a full-page newspaper ad showing the watch worked underwater. That marketing move changed the company forever. Rolex didn't just sell watches, they sold proof. Here's where Rolex became genius. Rolex does not flood the market. Even though demand is massive, they limit supply. This creates waiting lists, higher resale prices, psychological desire. When something is hard to get, people want it more. Today, some Rolex models sell for double their retail price. Scarcity equals power. Rolex didn't just market to normal buyers. They associated their watches with explorers climbing Mount Everest, deep sea divers, world leaders, celebrities. For example, personalities like David Beckham and Jay-Z have been seen wearing Rolex watches. Rolex positioned itself as the watch of achievers. If you succeed, you wear Rolex. That identity branding is priceless. Here's something shocking. Rolex is owned by a private foundation. It doesn't answer to shareholders. That means no pressure for short-term profits, full control over brand image, long-term strategy only. This allows Rolex to focus purely on prestige, not hype. Rolex makes almost everything in-house. Their own gold, their own movements, their own testing labs. Each watch is tested for waterproofing, precision, durability. A Rolex isn't just jewelry, it's engineered luxury. Let's be honest, people don't buy Rolexes to tell time. A $20 phone does that. They buy it for status, investment, recognition, achievement symbol. Rolex mastered emotional marketing. They sell success, not seconds. From a small London startup to a global symbol of power, Rolex didn't just build watches, they built desire. And that's why even today, over 100 years later, the crown still rules.